Okay, so the last two episodes we were inside of the stranger. I think I'm gonna stay away from that for a little bit until I clear up some of the other major things in this game, just because this is still fresh in my mind, and I don't want to, you know, forget about it basically and feel stupid. So since I haven't done much here besides just float around to like various areas, and I did the film reels, but I feel like I barely scratched the surface on anything, and I'm sure this will. I'll figure out more about the interloper eventually. So I want to focus on the quantum stuff today, but I wanted to head back to the Grove. But I was sitting here reading this, and if I could recall correctly, I believe was it Gabbro the one who's made this, the poem. I should probably just mark it that I could get there immediately, right? I think it was Gabbro that wrote it. So I think I remember talking to him about it. But is there actually a solution to this thing? Because I remember I was like trying forever to get this combination. Well, okay, let's calm down with the ship. Um, I'll just land it here. It's considering my ship log doesn't say there's other things left to do in this. I'm going to assume the point of this area is just the poem and how it can be interpreted so many different ways. Because the way those mix together. But what does it teach me about the quantum shard? I don't... that's new to me? I'm not quite sure. So I was just going over all these and rereading everything. I need to revisit Brittle Hollow. To go to the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. And I also need to go to the Lake Bed Cave, because I remember I was in there, but I died. So I wonder if it has something to do with the sand rising just a slight bit to get past where I was stuck in there, but you have to do that in the very beginning. So I'd have to do that next loop. And I was reading this too, so I guess this sixth location would be the stranger, right? Why does the interloper look so weird right now? It looks like it's going backwards. I was really fucking with my perspective. That was really weird. Was it because I was going so fast on the autopilot that it just, like, warped my perspective? What is this? Have I ever seen this? I feel like I was never here. Someone will correct me if I'm wrong on that. Oh wait, this also leads down. Oh. I must have just never saw this part. I guess that would be another shortcut if you had to get down to, like, Rybeck. I never will get his name right. I'll never get most of these people's names right. I guess I should identify this signal. Because I didn't do that either. Okay, so tower shard. Good to know. Because we have been here multiple times. I've just never been able to get it right. Beneath your feet lies the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. If you're preparing to make your first pilgrimage to Quantum Moon, descend the steps to entrance below. The knowledge held within will help you on your journey. Oh, that's right. I don't think I could... I don't think I know how to get in here. I think that's why I haven't been in here yet. It could be very simple, but I've just never figured it out yet. That seems to go all the way down. Have I just never taken the lift down? Oh, it's broken. I think that might be why. Be welcome to this place. Above you stands the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. If you're making your first pilgrimage to the Quantum Moon, ascend these stairs and obtain the last of the knowledge you need for your journey. How can I do that though? How can I get up there? Could I get my ship in there? I know that sounds stupid. That's definitely not how you do it, but I want to see if I can. I was also checking to see if there was some, like, opening here that I could squeeze in if I was able to jump down, but it doesn't appear to be. And I don't think I can squeeze my ship through there because that black hole is fighting you when you're going down there, trying to turn your ship into here. It's really dragging me down. Oh, I can see the planets here. And there's the eye of the universe. I'm just gonna go through this black hole. Real quick. I just want to see what it all spit out here and what it looks like. Huh. Okay, wait, maybe I might be able to look at some stuff now, because it's, floating. I can get up here. At least read something. Okay, let's not die. Okay, I just need to read this. I saw a, scroll downstairs, but... Welcome, Soletum. Your arrival here means you've completed your preparations on Giant's Deep and are ready to depart for the Quantum Moon. On your pilgrimage, the Quantum Moon will carry you, just as it carried me and many in our clan before me, to the moon's sixth and most recent location. Most secret location. You'll be aided in your pilgrimage by the shrine our clan built on the Quantum Moon. But remember this final rule. To explore the sixth location, the shrine must be on the moon's north pole. Be curious on your journey. Shrine must be on the moon's north pole. Okay, let me try to quickly get this here. If you're here to make your first pilgrimage to the Quantum Moon, you are almost prepared to set out on this deeply significant journey. Before you do, pause and remember your history. We make this journey not only for ourselves, but also for the honor of the members of our clan who come before us, those who after the crash brought them to this star system became stranded on Brittle Hollow and Ember Twin, with no communication between these two groups of survivors. These Nomai looked upward to two different planets and saw the same wandering moon visiting their skies. It was the moon, the Quantum Moon, that kept their curiosity alive during this long period of hardship. After the two divided groups were able to reunite, it became our clan's united goal to find and visit the Quantum Moon. This took time. Many Nomai dreamed of seeing the Quantum Moon, died before we discovered how to make the journey. When you reach the Quantum Moon, recall these Nomai and carry their curiosity onward with you. Damn, I'm missing a piece of information. Is there a plate in here somewhere that I missed? I don't see a plate. Maybe I could carry a plate with me? I'm just trying to quickly see if there is one, but I can't seem to find it, so... Alright, here's some new info we got. Then might build a shrine on the Quantum Moon to aid the pilgrimage to its 6th location. Remember its final rule. To explore the 6th location, the shrine must be on the moon's north pole. Pilgrimage to the Quantum Moon was a deeply significant journey for the Nomai. After two groups of Nomai stranded on Ember Twin and Brittle Hollow were reunited, it became their united goal to find and visit the Quantum Moon. So if it's saying to explore the 6th location, the shrine must be on the moon's north pole, I'm assuming it's going to move around like a quantum shard. It makes sense. I mean, we're going to be on the Quantum Moon after all. The Nomai build a shrine on the Quantum Moon to aid in the pilgrimage to its 6th location. 6th location. Quantum Moon sometimes disappears, possibly to an unknown 6th location. Many Nomai went on a pilgrimage during which the Quantum Moon carried them to a 6th and most secret location. To explore the 6th location, the shrine on the Quantum Moon must be on the North Pole. Well, let me try to go to this lake bed cave. Oh god. I'm on a timer. Sure. No, don't die. Now is not the time to die. Okay, well now that I know the sand can lift me up in through obstacles, I need to try and find out if there is a spot for that here, but it doesn't look like it, so that's very confusing. I can't just squeeze through either. Looks like I might be dying. So that's filling up with sand. I don't think I could do anything with it now. I'll have to come back to that. But I was also thinking, the plate I was missing for the tower, I wonder if it's just in the station that's next to that, where I can teleport back when it gets put through the white hole, or the black hole, I mean. And I should talk to him and see if he has anything different to say. Since I'm here anyways. Goodness, it's you. Hello. I take it your first launch went well then? Welcome to the Hourglass Twins. Mind the sand now. What are you up to? Warrenfell's asked me to update our star chart, so I'm out here observing. This is one of the best places in the solar system to spot astronomical events, you know. What's weird is I've actually seen a couple of supernovae today. Usually I'd be fortunate to just see one, but keep an eye or four on the stars. Maybe you'll spot one yourself. Okay. I found something. Oh, I don't think I asked him most of this stuff. Found your notes about the Outer Rock's main crater. Did you? I hope they were useful. One I mentioned may have been frozen solid or just partially made of ice, like a much colder giant's deep. It's hard to say. It used to be the 5th planet in our solar system. You'll notice, of course, there is no such planet now. In its place is Dark Bramble, which, how to put this, grew into space the 5th planet used to occupy. That is, Dark Bramble quite literally appeared at the center of the 5th planet and began destroying it from the inside out. Eventually, the planet shattered completely, and its shards were flung across space. Some of these shards collided with the celestial bodies in our solar system, such as the Outer Rock, which I believe is now its biggest crater has formed. I found Nomai writing about a hidden planet. How fascinating. It might interest you to know the existence of an additional planet is entirely plausible. If you look at the physics of our solar system, we just have to be incredibly far out there, farther than Earthian ships would be able to travel. And honestly, we don't know all that much about what's out there. The further you go, the less you know. As such, well, it's within the realm of possibility such planet exists. He's not talking about the stranger, is he? No, he can't. Because I don't think I would classify as a planet. I found no my writing about the quantum moon. Oh yes, everyone loves a good mystery, don't they? Who wouldn't wonder about a moon that's sometimes there and sometimes not? I've observed the quantum moon orbiting each of the 5 planets, but sometimes it quite simply disappears from the sky altogether. Maybe there's another place it travels to. Unfortunately, if there is, I've never seen it. Perhaps if I take a closer look at these star charts. Okay, I'll check that in a second. Found modern nomai transmissions saying the universe is dying. What? I don't, what? You mean to say there are modern nomai out there in other parts of space, and they believe the universe, all of it, the whole thing, is dying currently, right now? If that's true, how could I have missed so many signs? A supernova over there, but I've been studying the stars for, well, what does it matter if... I'm very sorry, but I have to look over my charts. I hope you don't mind. Okay, so the quantum moon's there. And we saw in the tower, it does teleport somewhere. Now, whether that's the stranger way up here that they're talking about, or there's something else out there that I haven't found yet, which would be crazy to have a whole other planet to explore. Just really far out there. Because I do know if you get so far out, it like reroutes you back in, so... But surely I would have seen some kind of other sign than the supernova, so perhaps... Oh, I can't ask you anything now? You freaked out too much? I scared you? Maybe that's why I wasn't able to ask questions before. Or I freaked them out. Alright, let's look at our ship log. Is that updated? Somewhere. Well, it does say massive artificial ring world. So maybe that is the 6th planet they're talking about. But I don't see anything new. It did say ship log updated, but I don't see any green to try to pinpoint exactly what's new. Oh, there it is. Chart has spotted an unusually high number of supernova recently. So considering this lake bed quantum thing is in the very beginning of my loop, I don't think there's much else I want to do at the moment, so I might just end the episode and try and think on it, and then come back with some type of plan or something for next episode if I can't make any progress here. But I'm slowly chipping away at this quantum stuff. It's one of the most fascinating parts of the game for me, because it kind of haunts you most of the time that you're doing other things, because it always shows up. It's always cryptic, little bits and pieces here and there you find out. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, I'll see you next time, hopefully with some type of plan.